Hello, I am back with my cutie bookshelf tour slash probably just like a mini apartment tour. I'm not gonna go like super in depth into everything, but I am so obsessed with how it turned out. I guess I'll show you just like every little nook and cranny that has a book in it, because unfortunately I kind of already have outgrown all of my shelves. I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace for another one, but I'm running into like, where am I gonna put it in my teensy little apartment? So we'll worry about that another day. Let's look at my cute apartment and all my cutie books. And here she is. I'm pretty much filming this right now because this is the cleanest my apartment will probably ever be, but this is pretty much right when you walk in. So this is the living room, and then the little entrance doorway, and then my dog, of course, and then you go into my little work station with my laptop back there hiding, my cute kitchen, and then cute. And then in this hallway, I didn't really put anything because everything else was so busy. Litter box, storage, and then my bedroom, which looks so cute. I'm obsessed with her. Of course, more bookshelves we will go over in a minute. And then, yeah, this is the bedroom and the closet with all the mirrors. And then all my windows face west, and you can kind of see the mountains, which is so fun. I'm not used to mountains, I'm used to the beach. Speaking of the beach, my bathroom I made like Charleston themed, just to feel like home a little bit. Also, something about moving to Denver is I'm out of breath all the time. Please ignore that. My cute little beach theme. It's so cute. I could just cry. It's so cute. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. So I like don't have a stabilizer or anything, so I'm sorry if I'm like really shaky. So these are the first little books. My Harry Potter collection, of course, I think fits so perfectly there. And then just the book I'm currently reading. Of course, we have some decor books. I've never read those. I never will. I just thought they were cute. And then, hi. These are in my TV stand, and these are pretty much my favorite books of all time, at least that I've read recently in the past few years. And I feel like you just obviously look in this direction the most when you're like watching TV and stuff, and so I wanted them to be pretty prominent, so it makes me so happy to like see these all the time. I'm obsessed with them, and like I got to show off little hands on the yoke spine. Gorgeous. Then this little plant stand, again, I just have a few more like decorative books. I would love to read War and Peace one day, but I don't know how feasible that is. So I guess the last little thing before we really get into shelves is this stack on this really pretty little vintage ashtray I found on Facebook Marketplace. It's kind of dusty. Again, these are pretty much my favorite books of all time that I read, most of them in high school. And honestly, their spines weren't as pretty, so did not go under the TV. They're still like some of my favorite books. On to our first major bookshelf. So I pretty much have them by genre and like feeling and vibe. So I guess we're gonna go shelf by shelf. I'm not gonna go through like each book, obviously, but you can pretty much get an idea. The bottom shelf is my fantasy, my more like magical books. A lot of them I feel like are like more young adult. Definitely my least read genre and kind of my least favorite, to be honest. Obviously, I love TJ Klune. 4 of these books are his. But yeah, just like not really my favorite, so I wanted to put them on the bottom. But up next, we have almost all of my memoirs, which is one of my favorite genres. I love a good memoir, a good biography. So these are most of them. I had a few extras that I had to put on another shelf. I love these so much. And it's always so funny to me, like when I rearrange all of them and just randomly kind of put them together on a shelf, seeing like which celebrities are next to each other. I think it's so funny. Like Julia Fox, Bretman Rock, Jeanette McCurdy, and then Obama. And then like Seth Rogen next to Emily Ratajkowski. Like I just think it's so funny. I love these so much. I love a memoir. And this cute candle I think is so fun. Okay, this might be my favorite shelf, just aesthetically. I think it's so pretty. This shelf is so pretty. These are all of my, I hate to say it, but like chick lit, but like no, we hate that term. More like just bad bitch books. I don't know. Books written by cool women about cool women. We have Sally Rooney, Taylor Jenkins Reid, Olivia Blake, Dolly Alderton, Eve Babbitts. I'm obsessed with this shelf. I think they're all so pretty and I just love the vibe. Like if I had to live on one of my shelves, it would be this one. I'd hang out here. I like don't want to leave it. It's so pretty. Okay, and then these two top shelves are pretty much the same thing. They're just kind of contemporary fiction, literary fiction, some historical fiction that like I could probably organize a bit better, but I just kind of had to throw them together. I don't know. There wasn't really a super big rhyme or reason to any of this, but I guess these are the ones I liked a little bit less, so they're not on the top shelf. Obviously, I still love them. And then I do love these. I of course have my little camera to watch my animals when I'm gone. And I just got this lighter that's like chargeable from Target yesterday. That was $20. I had no idea. Anyways, love all of these books so much. My sister did just borrow Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr, so I don't have that one, but I love them so much. I recently read The Wedding People and Good Girl, and I was obsessed with those, so they're on the top for right now. That's the first little cutie bookshelf. Funny story, I was moving here with my dad and he zip tied this bookshelf on top of his car because there wasn't room in the U-Haul for it, and it flew off in the middle of the interstate. It was really terrifying. And guess who was right behind him? Me. It got so scratched up, so I had to like repaint it gold, and I forgot this part. Somehow she survived. Honestly, that's a great ad for this bookshelf from Walmart. It like survived the most treacherous journey here. But anyways, this shelf, my biggest shelf, I've had it for years, and I guess we'll start at the bottom again. This shelf is kind of my overflow shelf with some randoms like my Twilight, and then poetry and short stories and stuff are over there, and then the rest of my memoirs are on this shelf, and the rest of just random like literary historical fiction books. A lot of like World War II is over here. And my first job ever was at a dairy farm, so my mom got me this bookend to commemorate that time in my life. I think it's so cute. So this is kind of a random shelf, but I kind of like that. I just was able to put them all together. Up next, we have our nonfiction over here, which is like out of room now. And then it goes into my favorite books that I read in high school. So a lot of John Green. John Green. And 13 Reasons Why, which is so funny. Life of Pi, I made a video on. It's just so cute. Like all of these I made videos on when I was like, how old was I? Like 15 or 16? And then this middle shelf, if y'all saw my posture right now, you would be bamboozled. These are all books written by like Asian authors, Asian stories, Asian voices. Again, I wish that I could organize this a bit better because obviously Asia is huge, but I think it turned out pretty good. Unfortunately, yeah, I had too many. So they kind of bled into this shelf, I think is like over here. And then it goes into books written by Black authors, Black stories. Also, my friend got me this little matchbook. How cute. And then of course had too many of those, so they bleed onto the top shelf. I think like, yeah, over here. And then I added my books by like Indigenous authors, Indigenous stories, which I'm always trying to grow. I'm proud of myself. I keep picking some up, so they're taken over. Look how cute. I thrifted this shot glass from 1951, and both of my grandma's middle names are Jean. Oh, it was just meant to be. And then I had a overflow of a tulip, so I just put it in there, but I think it's so pretty. Oh, and then my little book journal. That is the top shelf. That used to be where like all my favorite books lived, but we did something different this time, which is exciting. So, and then this bookshelf did used to have books on it, but it's been changed to just trinkets because I have so many. It's kind of insane. Pretty flowers, my cute little workspace. Cute. And then yeah, no books in my kitchen, shockingly. So cute. Look, your home is beautiful, ma'am. And then I thrifted this. Okay. And I found these cans for Deep Eddy at Goodwill, and I just got some twine and like am propagating them. But I thought they were the funniest cans for like 50 cents each. I was like, yeah, Oh, and I got this clock from Facebook Marketplace. I think it's so fun. I love my little stuff. Snoozing. This will hopefully be a bit faster because you know I'm out of breath. So the shorter tree shelf, these are pretty much all books with like spooky vibes. So don't mind my cat's food and water. Ah, and look at this new lamp I got. Okay, focus. Mystery thrillers, we have sci-fi, we have kind of YA mystery thriller, psychological stuff going on, my like 2 horror books, dark academia, end of the world kind of vibes. More kind of lighthearted, spooky vibes. I don't know, I just feel like these all kind of go together. And of course we're running out of room, so I had to put those down there. But yeah. And then we zoom across here. This book, which isn't really one that I read, but I got it during like a library sale in Charleston, the big library. And I looked the other day because I was like curious when this was published. And 1904. Oh, hi Biscuit. Hi. And then my dresser's new, but it was kind of boring, so I got these like little knobs off of Etsy. I think they're so pretty. Why does my cat eat every time I film now? Interesting. Interesting development. Hey, my last shelf. This one's fun. This one is like right where I sleep, so I wanted it to be really colorful and fun because I look at it a lot. So it's all my romances. Up top though, we have a few of my like Irish authors, which is so random, and then classics kind of ish. And then you get down to the romances, which I love, which I think I'm gonna reread Circe next. I'm in the vibe for that. Love my little Emily Henry section. Christina Lauren, Abby Jimenez, Brown Sister Trilogy. Hey girl. And of course Overflowed as well. Okay, sister. Hi, very sweet. Yeah, my little bedside table. These are books that I finished in the month of April. And then these are books that I have not read yet. Kind of my physical TBR, which is so teeny, like I ran out of books. Cutie. So cute. And that's Perkins, who I've had since I was like 3. Okay, I put y'all up on a makeshift little tripod, but that's kind of it for everything I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed. I feel so homey. I feel surrounded by like so many things that I love, especially my books, and they bring me so much joy. And the lighting was really good today. It's like overcast, so I thought that'd be perfect. And my apartment is so clean, so I hope you enjoyed seeing all my books. And this is so fun, making videos again. I really love it. I will see y'all very soon with my next one. Bye guys.